I saw people on Instagram driving Lamborghinis, drinking champagne, doing all these amazing things, and I thought, I want a piece of that pie. We're ready to go. What is going on, traders? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be answering the questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram. So I may make this into a monthly occurrence video where just every month I post a Q&A on my Instagram and you guys can ask me as many questions as you want and I will try answer them to the best of my ability here on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already followed, go follow my Instagram, aaron.trades. And I'll be posting the questions where you guys can ask me anything you want, not just about trading, life, psychology, anything you guys want, we are going to cover it. You guys gave me fantastic questions and I'm excited to run over them, so let's jump straight in. First things first, how long have you been trading and how did you start? Well, I have been trading now for almost 5 years and I started the worst way possible, okay? I went through the signals way and I joined a broker. I'm not gonna say which broker they are because they are absolutely terrible and they don't deserve any mention. But I was basically at university, I was in my final year and I always knew when I wanted to finish university, I never wanted to just go down the 9 to 5 route. Although I may have had to do that, it was never something that I wanted to do long term. I always wanted to live life on my terms, do what I want in my own schedule. So I saw people on Instagram driving Lamborghinis, drinking champagne, doing all these amazing things, and I thought, I want a piece of that pie. Turns out they were affiliate for a broker and basically they just gave you bullshit signals and you were just to follow them and you ask no questions, you don't get to learn, and you just take the signals blindly and you make loads of money and life is good. And that wasn't the case. I blew my account. I had no risk management. I didn't have a clue of what I was doing, and it turned out that yeah, they were just terrible. And after I'd lost loads of money at my time at university, I lost money I couldn't afford to lose. So I basically quit trading and I thought trading's not for me. This is just one big scam. And then I left it for a few months and then I ended up coming back and thinking to myself, are people actually doing this full time? Are people actually making money from trading? So I decided to then go through all the educational aspect and decided that, okay, look, obviously I want to make money in trading, but I'm trading now because it's an actual passion and not because I just want to make money. So I decided to dedicate all my time to learning the charts, did a lot by myself, bought many of courses, joined a lot of communities. A lot of it was just the same stuff you can find on baby pips and nothing really helped. You know, you have your typical levels of support and resistance, and as you guys probably know, these things just don't work. Third touches of trend lines, you sell. It's like third touches of trend lines, all this thing just do not work. So then I had to go through all the rabbit hole of everything I'd learned, starting all over again and adapting my own style and strategy. So I did everything you could ever think of wrong, but the things that I did wrong made me into the trader I am today, so I wouldn't change it and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I've been trading now for almost 5 years, and I started off by following some Telegram signal group where you join up to the broker, you deposit money, and they make money based off how many trades you take, and they don't give a shit about you. So that's how I traded, and that's how I advise you guys not to get into trading. Do you use multi-time frame analysis? Yes, I absolutely do. For me personally, multi-time frame analysis is very, very important. It's super easy if you're trying to day trade that you get sucked in onto smaller time frames. You don't see the overall bigger picture. You can see that price is pushing up. You don't notice that on the daily we're coming into a massive level of support where price could easily reverse, and you guess what? You go long, price reverses from the daily structure and you get stopped out. So you have to be able to go through multi-time frame analysis to really paint the picture. Before I can even go down to the 15-minute, 5-minute chart, I have to have that overall direction of how did yesterday close? How did last week close? How did the monthly close? Are we around a potential reversal level? Are we going to continue pushing up? Are we going to go lower? The higher time frame is very, very key, and you have to understand what that is doing to then see what you're going to do for the next day. And a lot of the times what I like to do is the first thing I do on a Monday morning when I go on the charts is check the weekly candle close. If we've come towards the month, then I'll check the monthly candle close, but until we get that, I just check the weekly. And if I go on the weekly and I can see that the weekly is just printing doji candles, guess what? For that week, that pair has no interest to me. Okay, I don't care about it. I don't look at it. I don't go down to lower time frame because I know on the weekly time frame, doji candle typically means indecisiveness in the market. And if the markets don't know which way that pair is going to go, then why am I going to try to predict it? Or if the previous week is printing nice bullish candles, nice uptrend, then cool, I can go down to lower time frames and I can start scaling my way down and painting that picture of how to follow the overall higher time frame. So yes, multi-time frame analysis is very, very important. Your biggest struggle in FX, emotions and mentality. Well, in the beginning, my biggest struggle, and I think a lot of people's biggest struggle, is having the emotional attachment to the money. Of course, yes, we all trade because we want to make money, but you should be learning to trade because you want to make money in the next 4, 5, 10 years and however long you want to trade for. You shouldn't be trading because you want to make money now. There's too much crap on social media of you can make money right now I'll pass your funded account and you can start trading your funded account tomorrow. And it's all sunshine and rainbows. Unfortunately, that just isn't the way trading works, okay? If you want to be a good trader and you want to have a better mentality towards trading, then you need to remove that emotional attachment to the money, because that is guaranteed to be what's holding you back. You look at your P&L too much, you're not trading the charts, and you're too focused on how much money you're making or how much money you want to make. Whereas if you slowly learn to remove these emotions and you think in terms of pips or percentages, then things are going to get a lot more clearer for you. And this is the reason I never talk in terms of money. I always talk in terms of percentage, because it removes that for me, and it's also relatable for everyone else who is looking to go down that route, okay? When I first started, all I would look at is, oh my God, this person just made this much money, or this person just made this much money. But there is no context to that whatsoever. If I say to you, oh, look, I just made $1,000 today, you'd be like, oh my God, that's incredible. But if I didn't tell you that, oh, look, I risked 10,000 to make that 1,000, then you'd be like, right, okay, that's actually not that good. So for me, ignore all the bullshit, don't worry about everyone else is doing, and try and remove yourself from the monetary value however way you want to do that. So that was a bit of a ramble. So whereas for me, it was focusing too much on the money, and then once I got later down the line, it became a passion, and then that's why I got addicted to trading. And that's why I wanted to learn, not just because I wanted to make money instantly, but because I actually had a passion for learning to trade. Any lower on stocks and crypto? Yes, I believe so. Crypto started to have a little pullback. I say little pullback because we've had like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 bearish weeks. People see a few bearish days and think, oh my God, crypto's recovering. No, be smart, okay? Just because we've had one green day out of the past however many months of bearishness doesn't mean cryptos are ready to go to the moon, okay? It's just a very, very simple pullback in the markets before them potentially dropping lower. So yeah, for me, cryptos, stocks, much lower to go. Any advice for dealing with a string of losses? So I'm going to assume that you have a consistently profitable plan. If you don't have a consistently profitable plan, or you don't have a plan at all, then you shouldn't be trading in the first place. But given that you have that and you're taking a string of losses, it's all part of the game, okay? You are going to go through losing streaks, you're going to go through winning streaks, you're going to go through break-even streaks. This is all part of the game that we are in. You're never going to have a 100% win rate, okay? If you're trying to get 100% win rate, then you may as well just stop trading now, because that is never going to happen. And for me, in the beginning, I don't really do it now, but in the beginning, if I would take a lot of losses, it's usually because the market just isn't presenting the opportunities and I'm trying to force too much, okay? The past 2 weeks have been very, very quiet, and I actually haven't taken a single trade, or maybe taken one trade, and it's been a break-even trade. Now, does that mean I'm not a good trader? No, I simply know when to trade and I know when not to trade. And that's what you have to be able to do. If you can see that the markets are just ranging, you go into a pair, you see it just sideways price action, and then you start going down to lower time frame and forcing things, then that's where you're going wrong. Whenever I go into a pair on the weekly, daily, 4-hourly time frame, and I just see it's in one big range, I just completely ignore it. Whereas I think a lot of people start to draw trend lines, start to draw fibs, liquidity grabs, all these sorts of things, whereas actually you need to take it for what it is and just accept that there's nothing there, and take some time off the charts. You don't need to trade every single day. Remember, the charts are going nowhere, okay? You could take a week off, you could take a month off, you could take a year off. The charts are still going to be there. So given that you got your technicals right, in terms of the mentality aspect, just take some time off, completely refresh, and completely take a step back from even looking or thinking about the charts, okay? That will really, really help you. And in terms of risk management, it's not something I personally like to do, but I know it can help some people, is reduce your risk to maybe 0.5% until you get that confidence back up. Now, the reason I personally don't do this is, for me, the second you start messing around with risk management, that's the second you break all your rules. Let's say if you take 3 losses in a row, okay, 3 1% losses in a row, you're down 3%, and then you go, okay, cool, well, now I'm gonna reduce my risk to 0.5%. I guarantee you, most of the time, that trade that you decide to reduce your risk on is the one that would have outweighed all of the losses. That's, for me personally, why I don't like to do that. But if it helps you, then do it. But don't just do it for one trade. Do it for a consistent amount of time, so you're not going to completely screw yourself by trying to get out of a hole. You reduce your risk, and now you have to win 6 more trades just to get back to break even. Give it enough time, okay? And also things off the charts. I could talk for hours about the psychology aspect of trading. For me, the most important things are doing things off the charts to help you. That's fitness, eating healthy, meditating, reading. Doing all these things that are going to benefit you personally are going to have a positive impact on your trading and your mindset. How do you view money? I view money as nothing but a tool. Too many people are scared of money. Too many people chase money. It's a tool, and if you can use it right, then it can do amazing things. But I mean, I'm not one of these people who is with money buys happiness. Your happiness comes within, and money is just simply a tool to do whatever it is you want to do. For me, that's traveling. For you, it might be buying a fancy car or whatever it may be. But don't be scared of money. Don't hold on to money, and use your money wisely. Now, last but not least, have I lost my FTMO? I have not lost my FTMO. I'm in a slight drawdown. I'm in about -3% right now because the markets just haven't been quiet. I haven't really traded it for the past 3 weeks simply for that reason, because I don't want to, like I said earlier, take unnecessary losses and just go into a big drawdown hellhole where I'm then going to have to climb out of. So yes, I still have the FTMO account. I'm still going to be trading it. I'm probably going to go for another one soon until the markets present a good opportunity, which they have today. I've actually taken a trade this morning. I'm going to be trading it a lot more carefully and just waiting for the best setups. Remember, if you have a funded account or you're going for a funding challenge, remember, you don't have to pass it in the first week. You don't have to pull money out in the first week or in the first couple of days. People want to pass them straight away. Take your time with it, okay? This money could set you up for a long time in trading, and you could pull out good amounts of money if you treat it properly and you treat it like a business. So that's my advice, and that's it for the Q&As. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you have any more questions, remember, I'm going to do these every single month. So go onto my Instagram, aaron.trades. I'm going to be doing these every single month. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.